Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Crimsonpanda here, and today we have some really exciting news. We have the 22.6 patch note drop and the new expansion for Hearthstone. This is going to be the first expansion in the 2022 series with a new core set and everything like that. But we are going to be taking a look at all of our mercenary stuff. So we're going to scroll down. Let's see first of all when this launches. So the patch launches today, obviously. We're being able to do the pre-purchase bundles on the new expansion. So Hearthstone's next expansion, Voyage to the Sunken City, is coming on April 12th. Dive right into the next Hearthstone year and the sights and sounds of the lost ancient city of Zin Azshire. Dreads the ocean floor and sunken treasures, dodge colossal sea creatures, and come face to face with vengeful Naga. The voyage will contain 135 cards like normal, beautiful, terrifying mysteries of the sea. You can prepare your voyage with 2 pre-order bundles starting today. So if you log in, you actually get Blade Master Okani for free, which is a 4-star, not 4-star, listen to me, 4 mana 2/6, which is Battlecry. Secretly choose to counter the next minion or spell your opponent plays while this is alive. Okay, so new keyword there, counter. I'm not quite sure what that does, but that is going to be an interesting keyword. I'm sure we'll scroll up on it. So we have Battlegrounds updates here, but we are going to scroll past that. Sorry for any Battlegrounds fans, and we're going straight to Mercenaries. Okay, so this is huge stuff. So we have new mercs coming out, and it looks to be like Leroy Jenkins, which is going to be awesome. So Mercenary update, general update. Let me hover over this. You'll now be able to set different equipment and portrait layout for your different parties using the same mercenaries. You will no longer be able to change these loadouts in the middle of a bounty. So we've wanted that for a while. We've needed, like, I can't believe how many times I've gone into a PvP match and had the wrong equipment because I was farming with the same merc using someone else. So I'm glad that's done. When you get offered a bounty treasure for a merc that you already have a treasure, you will now be offered the option to upgrade your current treasure instead of just keeping or replacing it. So what does that mean? So you get like different coins that you're actually going to need instead of the one you actually get, maybe? We'll definitely have to try that out. This is all live today, hopefully, so we can check that out. So GG is now available through all the normal ways of requiring a mercenary. So packs, and that's it, isn't it? Right, new limited time event. So we have this little segment here. So time's up, let's do this. On March 22nd, okay, so not yet, 5 days, Leroy Jenkins is charging into Mercenaries with his own special event. This event consists of 10 special tasks starring Leroy and the Black Dragonflight. For the rest of the 5 days of the event, you can get up to 2 event tasks each day, but you have until April 5th to complete all 10 tasks. Complete all 10 tasks to get over 750 mercenary coins, okay, so down from 1,000. The Leroy Jenkins Diamond Mercenary card, and Leroy Jenkins Golden Portrait, and Leroy Jenkins Diamond Portrait. This event is not for the faint heart. Orcs, humans, dragons, and fighters will all be needed as you form your raiding parties for this event. Okay, so orcs, humans, dragons, and fighters. So luckily we had dragons in the last patch, so people would have farmed them. Humans and orcs have been there from the start, so hopefully a lot of people that want to do this, it's more friendly for the less hardcore players, so really like that. And while we're here, we may as well do our look at the mercenaries themselves. So Leroy here. So let's have a look at these portraits. These look pretty sick. I love the kid one. That's cool. Chasing chickens. Oh my god, the diamond one is nuts. Okay, so human, legendary fighter, max stats 1169. Abilities, wild swing 5, so speed 7, gain 8 attack for 2 turns, and attack a random enemy. Interesting, you can scale that. So gain 8 attack for 2 turns, then the next turn you do it again, no cooldown. You gain another 8 attack, and then you just keep that. So you're always going to have like an extra 16 attack no matter what over the course of the game. So that's going to go, what, 27 at max. So realistically 26 when not maxed. So get chickens 5, speed 2, gain 10 health and become immune while attacking this turn. While attacking. So it doesn't attack an enemy though. Oh, next turn. While attacking next turn. Sorry, misread. So gain 10 health which is good. No cooldown. Keep stacking that. And become immune when attacking next turn. That's cool. And then, of course, Leroy Jenkins. So 5 speed 0. Okay. No Valera times. Cooldown 1. Attack all enemies. Ignore and taunt. All characters act immediately in a random order. Attack all enemies. Ignore and taunt. All characters act immediately in a random order. That's insane. You queue up a 0 speed Leroy, and then all characters just go mental. That is going to be some mind games there. Alright, let's look at these equipment. So we got even bigger sword 4, wild swing grants an additional 8. Amazing. So you're gaining 16, and then next turn you're gaining 16 again. So you can potentially gain 32 on that second turn, and then constantly keep that 32. That is huge. That is huge. So what's that? 32. That's going to be like 43 attack. And then it attacks all enemies. That is crazy. Heals. Passive. Restore 8 health to this merc whenever another one of your characters restores health. Heal comp. Leroy in a heal comp. Restore 8 health to this merc whenever another character is restoring health. So it's one of your characters. So I mean, he could get quite healthy on that. Okay, we got ninja looting. Passive gains 6 attack whenever an enemy dies. So very good for farming, I guess. Especially if you're against like spawns. I've got a feeling that might come in handy with the PvE content. But yeah, okay. It's gain 6 attack whenever an enemy dies. If that scales on the bench, that would be interesting to see. That could be pretty good. That might actually be better than the wild swing if that's the case. If Leroy comes up late, like say you got your last 3 mercs, and you just want to go for a Leroy Jenkins, trying to get a tie, trying to get a win right at the end, that, if that scales on the bench, will be interesting to see. Okay, next, another legendary. So we got Vandar here. Oh, too much. So he is a dwarf, first dwarf one, I think. And he is 1383 max stats as a protector. And his abilities are Thunderstrike 5, Nature, Speed 7, attack an enemy. If they survive, deal 6 damage to them and adjacent enemies. Their next ability is 1 speed slower. So there's a lot going on there. You've got attacking an enemy for 13 straight away. Then you've got cleave on adjacent minions. And you're slowing their next ability down by 1. Is that like slowing all of them down? Or just the enemy you attack? We'll have to see. So push forward, speed 6, friendly characters with taunt. Gain 5 attack and attack an enemy, so you get to choose that. So friendly characters gain with taunt gain attack. So this is kind of like a taunt build. Friendly characters with taunt gain additional attack and attack an enemy. There's no full stop. So friendly characters with taunt gain 5 attack and attack an enemy. So this is like if you're running full taunts, especially if there's taunts that hold them over 2 turns, they're all going to attack into an enemy, which is, I think, how that is read. Amazing. That's a speed 6. It is kind of slow, but we'll have to see. Protectors are fairly slow, aren't they? So we got Avatar 5, speed 8, gain 5 attack, increased by health lost, and attack an enemy. Oh my god. Gain 5 attack, increased by health loss. So this could potentially, if he's lost 82 health, go to 87 attack and attack an enemy. So this could be a massive like last stand smash. Yes, it's speed 8. So it could be kind of interesting to see how that one pans out. The equipments, the Unstoppable Force 4, passive +6 attack, can't be frozen. So we got some anti-frost here. So this is a passive, you have to run that, and then this can't be frozen. So just this guy not being frozen could be okay. Might not see much play. Rag is a protector and he stops everything being frozen, so that might just be better. We got the immovable object, like the actual card. Passive +7 health and taunt. So he's got taunt now. So when all characters gain 5 attack and attack an enemy, his second ability now is an attack an enemy, isn't it? Because he is a taunt. It's not a case of just making other taunts attack. He is going to have taunt and attack as well. And he gains 7 health, so that's 90 health, which could be really good for this third ability. I like that. We got Storm Pike, so we got The avatar also restores 15 health to friendly dwarfs. Okay, so we're going dwarves. So I think this might be the only one. I haven't really looked at the tags, especially a dwarf tag, so I might be wrong. Please correct me in the comments if I am. But okay, looks like a dwarf comp is on the horizon. Okay, next we got Drakthar. So he is another legendary. We are getting so many legendaries here. So we've got legendary Castaner, and he is an orc. Max stats 1073, and his ability is Blood Frenzy 5, so speed 5, give your orcs +6 attack until the end of the turn, attack a random enemy. If you have Fell Corruption, attack increased by 1. Fell Corruption, okay. So, oh, okay, Fell Corruption is speed 3, so let's quickly read speed, not speed 3, ability 3. So let's have a read of that. So Fell Corruption 5, speed 7, a Fell, deal 19 damage to all enemies. Deal 5 damage to your other characters. After a friendly orc dies, this transforms into Shamanism 5. And Shamanism 5, this is a lot, is a nature. Speed 7, cooldown 1, same as the Fell Corruption. Deal 19 damage to all enemies and restore 10 health to your characters. Okay, so that's kind of like a where it switches out with like with Natalie, right? So you're just going to be going for a Fell into nature. So you could find a Fell nature comp that works with that. You go for a Fell ability. If you've got Fell Corruption, the first ability, so you're always going to start with Fell Corruption, right? So that's always going to increase your attack, give your orc 6 attack. So your first ability, when that's on cooldown, is going to be better. And then once you finally use that Fell Corruption, maybe on turn 2, turn 3, it's going to transform into Shamanism, and then you won't get that Blood Frenzy buff anymore. Okay, let's go for the second ability here. So we got Spirit Guide 5, speed 3, cooldown 1. So 15 attack, 20 health battle cry. So this is a minion summon. If you have Shamanism, gain Divine Shield and Rush. Okay, so it's looking like this only has one play out. So you go Blood Frenzy, get the buff. Turn 2, you go Fell Corruption. That turns into Shamanism. Straight into a Spirit Guide to get a 15 attack, 20 health battle cry with Divine Shield and Rush. If it had Wind Fury, I think that would be a bit better. Keeping a token alive with 20 health is quite dangerous. Having like all those things that have death blows and stuff, that could be quite risky doing it that way. But let's look at the equipment, see if they increase it. So we've got Glacial Blade, passive 6 attack. After this merc attacks a character, freeze them. So we're going for more freeze. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Gain 6 attack. After this merc attacks a character, freeze them. So if we could somehow find a way to give this taunt and it rushes into stuff, it's just going to freeze stuff, which could be interesting. Is there a way of making stuff attack? We'll have to have a look, see if there's any new ones that do that. We've got Drakthar Spellbook, so we've got passive, your characters have 5 arcane resistance. Okay, not really needed too much right now. Shimmering Weed Potion, we got Battle Cry, give your characters 10 health. So that is better than Cookie. Oh no, wait, it's Battle Cry. Battle Cry, give your characters 10 health. So I mean, if you play this straight away, it's only buffing the 3 on the board. This is not better than Cookie in the health department. But okay, very interesting caster. Can't wait to try and grind these out and max these. Okay, next we have Deathwing, a legendary protector. We are getting a lot of mercenaries. So Deathwing, legendary protector dragon, 1290 max stats. So we got the abilities are Claw of Terror, Fire, speed 7, attack an enemy. If it was damaged this turn, deal 8 damage to them. Okay, so that's basically 20 damage, 40 damage to a green. Is good. Speed 7, very slow. Is fire. Maybe there's an extra like passive fire or something that could be helpful. Okay, moving on. So we got Elementium Armor. So we got speed 1, gain taunt this turn. After being attacked this turn, summon a 12/15 elemental terror with bleed 3. Okay. So we can gain taunt this turn at 1 speed. That's kind of good. We have had that in the past. 2 speed is really slow. Cooldown is really slow, but speed 1 might work. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Gain taunt after its attack, summon a 12/15 elemental terror with bleed 3. So I mean, does he bleed straight away or? And this is after he's attacked. If he's attacked 3 times, he's summoning 3 units, which could be quite quite difficult with, like I said, the death rattles or the death blows. Okay. Destroy all life 5, fire again, speed 8, cooldown 1, deal 10 damage to all characters. If any die, repeat this. Okay, so going up against tokens, this could just demolish. This could be a better, potentially a better Diablo. It is fire. If you can increase that fire damage, then that's going to do a lot. Plus, if this hits greens, it's doing 20. So if you're against triple green and they're low, this could do a lot of damage. Like, you could force it to be low on turn 1 and then do that on turn 2, get a kill, act again, doing quite a lot of AoE damage. That's pretty much how I read this. So we've got Heart of the Unliving. Claw of Terror deals 5 more damage and affects adjacent minions. Okay, so it does 5 more damage. So that would be now 13 damage to them. And it affects adjacent minions. Okay, that's a lot better. We'll have to see. Resolve the Undying. Passive, restore 10 health to this merc after a friendly Elementium of Terror is destroyed. So you summon a lot, restore 10 health after a friendly Elemental of Terror is destroyed. So if you summon a lot of these, you're just gaining health. That's very Diablo type when something dies. Maybe pairing this with Diablo in a fire comp could be good. Quite a lot of AoEs. Taunts. You've got slowing the enemy down, so you could do some stuff. I could see it. Demon Soul 4 passive. So this is +4 fell damage. Okay, so we have no fell abilities with him, but bringing a fell comp into this by the looks of it. Whenever an enemy dragon minion is summoned, gain control of it. Whenever an enemy dragon minion is summoned, gain control of it. So if you're up against another Deathwing and you attack into something, if you attack into their Deathwing, they summon a Dragon of Terror. I'm assuming that's going to be a dragon, right? The Elementum of Terror. You're going to gain control of that if that's a dragon. I'm not sure if it is. You're just going to be nicking dragons. That's fun. We'll have to see how well that does. Okay, next we have an epic caster. We got Onyxia. So dragon, 1070 max stats, abilities. So insult mortals. So speed 4, attack an enemy if they have taunt. First gain +6 attack, and then block taunt on them this turn. Okay, so attack an enemy if they do have taunt. So if it's registered they have taunt, you first gain 6 attack and then block that taunt. So I imagine you can... So it just wipes the taunt away, doesn't it? So you attack them and then they're vulnerable for the other characters. So being a speed 4, I imagine using Valera with this so that it's quick on the second turn might be good. But that's cool. That gets rid of the taunt. If they're trying to do something to stop you killing something, this attacks first, blocks the taunt, you kill it. Or kill the other things you're trying to go for, they're trying to protect perhaps. I could see that. So Deep Breath 5, Speed 5, cooldown 1, restore 15 health to this merc. Next turn, gain that much fire damage for 1 turn. What? That's going to gain 15 fire damage. Gain that much fire damage for 1 turn. Is that the... Oh, it's next turn. So you can... Oh my god. So with Deep Breath, you can queue up some absolutely disgusting AoEs with Deathwing. So you gain 15. Let's say she's lost quite a lot of health on turn 1. Cause probably will, being a caster. You restore 15 health at minimum. And then this ability here, deal 10 damage to all characters. It's fire. And this is fire damage it's going to gain. It's going to gain fire damage for 1 turn. That's going to be insane. I love that. Another dragon as well. Okay, we got Cleanse the Nests, Fire again, Speed 8, cooldown 1, deal 15 damage to all enemies, Death Blow, summon a 12/12 Onyxian Whelp, which could be dangerous if they're running Deathwing, because they're going to nick that 12/12 Whelp. So if you see a Deathwing, just be vigilant that that might happen. Maybe don't do that ability. Okay, so we got Razor Sharp Claws. So Mortals gives an additional 8 attack. So instead of 6, it's going to be 14. Takes you to 24. Really good. Deeper Breath. Deeper Breath restores 5 more health and is 1 speed slower. So it'll be a speed 6, but it does 20 health. Which is good, but this is a fire merc. You can run this with Cookie. No, not Cookie, sorry. Chi-Ji. Chi gets you that 20 health just after turn 1 anyway, attacking in the summon. People are afraid of Chi at the minute. Maybe they target that. This stays up. You have insane amount of fire damage. And then maybe you do go off with a Deathwing the turn after. That could be huge. Deathwing, Onyxia, Chi opener. We'll see. So we got Broodmother's Rage. Passive, whenever a friendly dragon is destroyed, deals 7 damage to all enemies. When these spawns die, deal AoE damage to all enemies. These are shaping up. These are huge mercenaries. Okay, so we got even more dragons. How many do we have? 1, 2. Okay, we haven't got too many left, so we'll just run through these. So we have Nefarian. So he's a rare fighter dragon. Max stats 1575. And his ability is a Dracnoid Rush, speed 6. Attack an enemy, summon a 12/12 dragon which also attacks them. A dragon could die passive. If it dies on the first hit, this is doing 19 if you're running an Ixia's passive. Very good synergies. So we got Chromatic Infusion, speed, Shadow ability that is, speed 3 with 1 cooldown. Choose a friendly dragon. They steal 5 attack from each other dragon and restore that much health. So you choose a dragon, they steal 5 attack from each of the other ones and restore that much health. So you choose the dragon you want to heal. Cool. This is a fighter as well. A fighter dragon is cool. Another Sinestra type dragon. So we got Shadow Flame 5, Shadow again, speed 7. So at the minute, this is Shadow Dragon going with Vol'jin, speeding up on turn 1, could be huge. We got speed 7, cooldown 1. Each of your dragons deal 15 damage to a character opposite them. Wow. So you run 3 dragons, and this is doing 15 damage to each of them. Is that always green damage? Or each of your dragons deal 15 damage to characters opposite them. So positioning, really key factor here. And I'm assuming, say you're running a red, blue, and green. If you manage to position it where it's crits the opposite end, I'm assuming that they're going to crit according to whatever merc they are, not what this is. So it's not just going to do crit damage to the blues because this is a green. Hopefully it does it the other way around. So equipment, we've got experimental subjects. We got Dracnoid gains 8 attack and divine shield. Okay, so if you want it to survive not to do an Onyxia thing, you can. So that's going to be a 20 attack with divine shield. 2 attacks, that's like 15 plus 20, that's 35 attack. Plus an extra 15 if you're hitting into a blue. So you could do 45 straight away to a blue, which is kind of crazy. Dragonflight, we got start of game, give your dragons 6 attack. So that is crazy. 6 attack at the start of the game. So that's basically its passive, giving them attack. Very strong. Spare parts, passive, after a dragon dies, restore 10 health to friendly dragons. Okay, so very good again with spawns dying. If they're dragon spawns and they're dying, you're gaining 10 health to your friendly dragons. Man, this is going to be a tough meta. And then we got Kazagus, which is a troll rare caster. 1075 max stats. Abilities is Shadow Claw 5, which is a shadow at speed 6. Deals 6 damage to a random enemy. Repeat for each of your golems destroyed this game. Okay, golems. And right underneath it, look, we've got build a golem. So shadow, 4 speed. Choose a golem and summon it. So we either have summon a 2020 superior golem with taunt. We either have a better golem, which is a summon 2 8/8 greater golems with divine shield. Or we have faster, which is summon 3 6/6 lesser golems with rush. So that could be huge with that first ability. So if you're going to build a golem and you're going to go for the faster one, summoning 3 of them with rush, they all die hitting something because they have rush. And then turn 2 use Shadow Claws, dealing 6 times 4 because you've had 3 golems die. And that's just at the start of the game. Wow. These are some awesome abilities. And we got True Shape 5, Shadow, Speed 8. Oh yeah, by the way, that build a golem is Shadow. So Vol'jin does that at 1 speed. Just saying. So Speed 8, become a dragon. So he's a dragon. Destroy your golems, gain their stats, transform into Reshape 5. So Reshape 5 is a Shadow 6 speed. Attack an enemy, death blow, recruit them as a golem with 14 health. Oh, recreate them. Sorry, recreate them as a golem with 14 health. So does that mean you get all their abilities? It's got 14 health. Man, these are so cool. I just don't even... There's just so many comps you want to try all of these mercs in. They're so diverse, so versatile. I love it. We got equipments. We got Mage Royal. We got Shadow Claws, deals 4 more damage. Quite simple. Does 10. We get, well, actually no, that's not just simple. That's 10 damage repeat for each of your golems dead. That could just clear the board in like no time. King's Blood 4 passive. Your golems are 4 speed quicker. So I imagine that because they're golems and they're spawns, they're going to be 5 speed, maybe 7 speed. Maybe all of them have different abilities and at different speeds. Harder being bigger, better being just standard with a divine shield, and then faster being like a really quick speed maybe. Okay, we'll see. And then while divine 4, battle cry give characters +4/+4. So we have a Rexar type. So give friendly characters 4/4. That is just a better Rexar on that battle cry, isn't it? So we've got when you summon a beast, give them +4/+4. This is just give friendly characters +4/+4. So just running that just to buff something else. This can go into a comp that doesn't even involve anything else other than just a mixture of stuff. This could be very versatile. So I think that's it for all of the mercenaries. Absolutely incredible bunch we're getting. And that is all on the, what is it we said? The 22nd of March, so in 5 days. Better start grinding again. So these new mercenaries, except for Leroy, will be available through the normal way of acquiring a mercenary. So you can get all of them in packs, starting on March 17th. So today, you can get these mercs today. Leroy will be earned exclusively through the Leroy event until made available through the normal means of acquiring mercenaries in the next major patch after the event is over. So when was the event over? The 5th of April, you can get them in packs, or you get them via the event, which starts in 5 days. We got 6 new bounties. We got Smolder Wind. We got Dragonbane Golem. We got SI7 Smuggler, Onyxia, Undead Onyxia, and then Mida Pure Void unlocks after Leroy event ends. All new bounties except Mida Pure Void will be unlocked with the patch. The Mida Pure Void bounty will be unlocked in conclusion of the Leroy event. Wow, so we have a lot of stuff, so we can do that now. The patch has gone live already, so jump straight in, get these mercs, open packs, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.